Estate agents and conveyancers, we have to have a little chat, don't we? And stop arguing and stop having all the infighting. My feed is just full of estate agents calling solicitors lazy and slow, and solicitors calling estate agents thick and useless. And it's not productive. It doesn't help us. It doesn't help the client. And actually, it looks fairly terrible for anybody looking in from the outside. And don't forget, I know LinkedIn is for business people, but business people are people, and people own homes. The bottom line is we need each other. Agents, you need conveyancers. Conveyancers, you need agents. And it's as simple as that. Both industries must have been around for at least 18 months, so they're probably here to stay. And, you've always had to work together. So we need just to, we need to try and get better at it, really. It's both sides. I'm an agent, but agents have to play. You have to put your hands up and say what we're doing. And conveyancers, I would ask you to do the same. Agents, I put out a post a while ago asking conveyancers what we can do to make the transactions go through quicker when we agree a sale. And I was expecting, hopefully some detailed answers. And the most common answer was, can we have the names correctly, please, of people buying houses? Like, what are we doing? How can we, claim to have the upper ground if we can't even give the names of the clients properly? The other thing we have to realise is conveyancers are busy. We can say, oh God, we've been running around like blue-ass flies for the last 2 years. Well, so have they, because if there's a sale going, there's a conveyancer involved. So if we're saying, we need some help, we've been busy, trust me, so do they. Another thing I think we need to look at as an industry is this, and it is down to lack of training, but we're phoning conveyancers and going, oh, can I have an update, please? And they're saying, okay, what do you want the update on? I don't know, my manager told me to ask for an update. It's just not good enough. We need to be training people better, but also as the agent, if you're being told to ask for something and you don't know what it is, ask for the training. Actually, just as a person, it's your responsibility to take some accountability for your career. So say to the manager, the business owner, I need training on this and it'll benefit you if I get it. And if you don't get it, go and get it externally. Google. We can all self-learn here. And the other thing I would say in conveyancers' defence, again as an agent, let's remember, I don't think there's a conveyancer practicing today that invented the system. So, yep, the system is broken. It is very slow. It hasn't changed in the 20 odd years I've been doing the job. But I don't think anybody working in that industry today invented the system, and we kind of have to understand that. Conveyancers, we need your help also. I think the key thing to understand here is when agents are chasing you, they're not chasing their commission. Despite popular belief, agents aren't just in it for the money. What you have to understand is they're invested in these people's lives. Now, I'm not saying you don't care about your customers, and I'm not saying you don't have relationships, but invariably it's the agent that's been with them from day one. They took their house on, they promised them that they were going to get them from this home and their family into the next home. It's a very stressful time, and the clients will predominantly be chasing the agent more. So when they're chasing you, it's not for the money, it's so they can give their clients an answer as to when they may be in their new home. And again, going back to the chasing you in the wrong way, shall we say, if we can say, that the system isn't your fault, the lack of training isn't that individual agent's fault. So yes, it's not ideal that agents aren't trained properly, but give the individual agent a bit of a break. I think the best way to really do it, and I don't have all the answers, I don't profess to, is that at the very start of the transaction, you actually get on the phone. These things, there's fingers obviously, but it means a phone, and they still work. Say, look, we're going to be dealing with each other now for the next 3 to 4 to 5 months. How can we do this? I'm going to need updates for my client, and the conveyancer say, fine, I don't want to be hounded every day. Once a week, let's have a catch up, or I'll send you a milestone or something like that. But if you get it down from the start, it makes the relationship a bit better. And ultimately, if you work together, you're going to get your money quicker, you're going to have less stress, and the client is going to get their result quicker. And the last thing I will say is can we have just a bit of positivity out there? If you have time to post, you have time to help. So there's a chap at the moment who seems to love calling out estate agents for being thick, and the last one was as agents banding around the word indemnity insurance, which I understand isn't right, but conveyancers, you've got to understand, agents think conveyancing is really boring. So when we hear like cool stuff like indemnity insurance, covenant consent, Simultaneous exchange. That's that's the one, isn't it? Or a reverse release. Blows my mind. We get a bit excited, and we probably say things we shouldn't. So I'll apologise for that. But my feeling is, if you have time to say, "Oh, this agent was an idiot. He didn't know what an indemnity insurance was." How about flipping that post and going, "Hey, agents and members of the public, some people don't seem to know what indemnity insurance is. It's this." And agents, if you've got time to jump on LinkedIn or Property Industry Eye and go, "Oh, all conveyancers are dinosaurs and so slow," just pick up the phone to the one that you're dealing with and say, "Look, this isn't working. What can we do to sort it?" Or here's a mind-blowing idea. Take them for a coffee. Say, "Look, can we meet up?" If you've got relationships with people, then things are going to be better. And that's the key. Everyone's people. We just want to be heard, understood, and respected. And that goes for both sides. So please, let's shape up a bit. Thanks.